It's a nice evening out. Figured I would have another little chit chat with you guys, check in with you, see what's going on with old Aft Rocketry, huh? Well, it's been a busy couple months since the last time I did one of these videos. I've been busy. Got my shed in and been trying to organize that, got everything out of storage, and now I don't have to pay a storage bill. And I know if anybody's out there that has to do that knows how ludicrous that can be. I've gone to a couple launches. I'm working on several videos, because that's how I do. I don't keep things simple at all. I only strive to complicate things, make mountains out of molehills, So I finally got the Sumo built. I got the Star Orbiter finished, built, and I'm working on other things. I've got some more stuff coming to you guys. I've got a couple like how-tos. I've got just ideas, maybe tips and tricks, that sort of thing. And I've been working on my level 1 with the Sumo. I've got a video coming out for that the Sumo build, once you guys see it, you've seen the build, but you haven't seen the paint and finish part. And that's because that was the most difficult part, because I had a lot of problems with it. And sometimes you get frustrated, pissed off at certain things, and you might just have to walk away for a little while. And it was you guessed it, the piston. That thing was just a nightmare to work with. And if you ever build a Sumo, make sure that you peel that paper, at least peel that paper, and then go from there sanding. Because you go to stick that thing in there and it's just going to get stuck on you, and it's going to be a nightmare to try to get back out. So at a minimum, make sure that you peel that paper. The decals were also an issue. You'll see in that video when it comes out that it is, I'm convinced that they are wrong still. I figured that they are not symmetrical, they're not mirrored. And I think that they are actually assuming that you are supposed to clear coat after you apply them, because you can put them on backwards. There isn't really a sticky side, but you read your directions, which I didn't do because I was assuming they were going to go on like the arrows. Yeah, the arrow went great. That was actually a good build. And of course I will never put CA fillets on again. If you guys do and you know how to smooth them out, make them look good, please let me know how you do that, because that was just bad juju and I'll never do it that way again. Yeah, the Sumo, the decals on the Sumo were probably the second most pain in the arse thing with it, is because of that not really knowing what to do. And of course they're kind of like peel and stick. You do dunk them in the water and then you do that, but then you peel them. So they're somewhat like water slide, but not. They're like a hybrid. And the other thing that was very frustrating is when I put the actual logo on, and you'll see that. Apparently, I think you're supposed to actually peel and stick the logo and not dunk it in water, because it went on transparent and it's like clear red because of the red paint. Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed, but I'm gonna tell you, I already flew it. It's flown, but I have been working on the certification process with that. I've been documenting that as best I can. Some of the documentation of it didn't go quite as planned. I have been working on trying to build RMS motors, because I'm not super familiar with it. It's one of those things like you forget an O-ring, or you forget to grease something, or you don't grease it good enough. I see too many nightmare stories where, oh man, my motor blew up, or my rocket KO'd, and I don't know what happened. Well, did you forget an O-ring? Did you forget this? Did you forget that? Well, don't make a mountain out of a molehill, because it's probably more simple as long as you take your time with it and don't try to do anything too crazy that you don't know what you're doing. Like, don't mix and match propellants. You got one for one load and you got one for another load, but they look kind of similar, and you try to shove them in there. Unless you really know what you're doing, don't do that. Been busy, been real busy. I'm really happy with how the channel's going right now. We have grown so fast, and I definitely am appreciative of all you guys that comment. You've been commenting really great, positive, motivating things. And right now, as of this recording, I have 130 subscribers, which is phenomenal. That's crazy. I didn't expect to have this many subscribers really this quickly or at all. I wasn't sure if it was going to work out at all. So I guess you guys like what I'm putting out so far, and I'll keep bringing it to you as much as I can. I want to bring you more launch videos. I do have a lot of editing to do, and I have figured out a new way to edit, several different things and different techniques on how to present the video. See, whenever I come up with an idea for a video or whatever it might be, okay, I go in there with some idea of what I'm going to do, but maybe in the middle of the video I'm realizing, well, this isn't the best way to present it, and I might change it up, and there might be some inconsistencies with my editing and maybe some of the things I say, because sometimes it takes me a while to build something and put it all together, and I might have forgotten what I said. So yeah, if you see that, just say, hey, what do you, I thought you said this. What, don't do this, but you did it anyway, so why? And I might have just forgot to mention why I'm doing it anyways. So yeah, leave me a comment and I'll put it in the description or something, and say at, I don't know, 5 minutes in, I said this, and you don't do this, or do what I was originally saying, you know, that type of thing. I'll correct it any way I can. My videos are incredibly long. I noticed that. I try to be as detailed as possible, and I have seen a couple of you comment and say, hey man, I'm glad that you said this, or man, this is really detailed and really thorough, that type of stuff. Maybe not worded quite like that, but that's the gist of it. And so I guess my format's working so far. I am working on a couple quicker videos. The quickest one right now, as of this recording, is my Alpha 3 build, which I had a lot of fun with, and I think I kind of let loose a little more. It's a little more silly than usual, let's say that. Of course, I still do try to keep it PG-13. I may or may not be for kids. I might not be good enough for classroom use, let's say that. You'd have to take that at your own discretion, you know, because I might drop an S-bomb here and there, or whatever it might be. I'll try to refrain from using the F word, but that's usually not my... If I'm censoring myself, I'm not being myself. But it is my channel. Technically, I can do what I want with it. I'll hopefully get monetized one day. That way I can keep bringing you more and more content. Maybe Patreon or something like that, but I don't ever want to be a beggar. Hey, like and subscribe to my channel. I can't stand that stuff. You click the link down below, Raycon earbuds, you know that type of stuff. No. I really would rather not go that route and just be in your face with advertisements and stuff like that. You know, if you like what you see, you know how to subscribe, you know how to like, all that. So YouTube's been around for long enough. That's kind of the stuff I mentioned in my previous video that was similar to this. And maybe every now and then I'll just bring you out a video like this to have a little one-on-one, heart-to-heart with you, that kind of thing. If I can think of anything else. Got the Mega Initiator coming up. I'm going to attempt to go dual deploy with that, and maybe I'll go for level 2 with it, you know, after I'm feeling big and bad, you know, and get everything else certified out of the way. If I do build that, I'll probably build it so it can eventually be built dual deploy. I also have a G-Force now, and I'm going to modify that where the baffle and stuff's not in there. So I want to be able to shove eyes in there. And you know, I still can't decide, or figure out rather, why it's not advertised as a level 1 rocket. Like, why? It's a 4-inch diameter kit, and pretty much, yeah, once you go 4-inch, I think minimum of 38, because technically 4-inch you can go all the way up to 98 millimeter if you wanted to. It'd be minimum diameter. But a 29, yeah, you can still put out an eye on that thing, and that's a pretty beefy engine. You know, that's the edge of level 1. You're getting into level 2 territory at that point. But 38 millimeter, the bigger the motor mount that you go with, the more variety of motors you can go with. You know, if you're going minimum diameter, you could shove anything up until the size of that rocket, the diameter of that rocket. So if you got a 4-inch, yeah, technically you can go up to 98 millimeter, which is M motors, O motors, and you have to have a pretty big, strong rocket to do that, and be certified level 3. And that's a whole nother story, getting to level 3. Level 2, level 1, level 2, that's what we're worried about. And I'm going to be bringing that to you as soon as possible. And I think I'm running out of things to say for now. The unboxing videos have been fun. I've got a couple more to bring to you. The Estes was, it was disappointing. I tried to keep cool about it on the video itself, but yeah, I got some decent stuff. I remember I bought 2, because you can call me greedy or whatever, but really I was just trying to save on the shipping. Got to be on the Estes website, it's $100, and then you get the free shipping. So I was like, well, let me shoot for 2, see what happens, and they just doubled everything up, and all that stuff was kind of whatever. But I haven't noticed anything to be really dinged and dented. So if they ever do something else like that again, no. Now I got Launch Lab Rocketry, and that was awesome. I did my first unboxing with that a couple days ago, and that was fun. That was cool. I was really happy with what came in that box. The unboxing videos, I've got several things that I can unbox, and you guys can enjoy me opening it as much as I enjoy opening it. So I want to share as much as I can with you guys. Continue to bring you better content and good content and better content, yeah. And I almost forgot. I do want to figure out how to do giveaways. Like, what's a good way to do giveaways? Any kind of software, anything like that? Like, how do you look up people that are subscribed to you, or you just have them comment, I want it, or have them comment something, and you do a giveaway, and how you do that safely without, them having to give up certain information, or you having to give up certain information. I really don't know how YouTubers do that, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. I would like to do a giveaway. Maybe if we hit 200, I was thinking about doing one at 100. I hit 100 way quicker than I thought I would, and so maybe I might shoot for 200. Might do like a small little giveaway, nothing too major, but just something, just as a thank you for you guys supporting me and my adventure. And then, who's that? Cat. There's a kitty cat. She's saying that she's hungry. I got lots of cats. I'm a cat dad. Oh yeah, and the Star Orbiter build, the ending of that with the paint build, I might have mentioned something about kitty cats, and I might have went on a little slight rant. Well, I'm a cat dad. Yeah, that's kind of my other thing. I take care of outside cats. They're outside, I know. It's not the best thing. I do want to try and get them adopted out, but I got to get them fixed first. I got it set up to get them fixed and all that type of stuff. So I'm working on it. I'm doing my part, because they're just trying to live their life, and they're just, they're our little buddies, and so yeah, I did go on my little rant, and I hope that it didn't throw you guys off in the middle of a rocket building video. So I don't know. I'm Robbie D with Aft Rocketry, and I'll see you guys hopefully up there, huh? And you get it back. You don't lose it. Don't Kato. We'll see you.